Hi everybody, it's ATX Mom. Well, I am starting this video shooting outside because even though it is September 1st, it is 95 degrees here in Austin, Texas on this lovely evening. I just put my son to bed and I want to do a video on my 10 favorite fun in the sun summertime products for baby. I know for most of you summertime is coming to an end, but living here in Austin, Texas, we still have another month or so of summer weather. So maybe you can use these tips next year, or you can buy some great summer things on clearance. Or if you're pregnant now, then you can start to look forward to next summer and all the fun things you can do in the warm weather. So the first item, I'm out here on the balcony where we play during the day. This is my son's water table. And we shopped around a lot at all of the different water tables on the market, and we really liked this one by Step 2 just because it's got so many great features and it was kind of inexpensive compared to some of the other ones. So the main thing here is kind of a water thing. If you pour water in the top, it goes all the way down the spiral and comes out here. It's also got this little wheel here that turns, and it's got this almost like a little Ferris wheel. I don't know if you can see it. I know it's a little dark. That as you turn it, it splashes in the water, and it actually comes with little balls that fit inside this Ferris wheel, and you can spin around. But my son tends to throw things over the balcony out here, so we don't bring the balls outside. And it's also got this fun little funnel here on the side. You pour water at the top, and it spins the funnel. Again, it's a very sturdy product. I found it at Bye Bye Baby. I want to say it was around $40 or so, but compared to some of the ones that are $100, this one's really great. And we've had, my son's a year and a half. He loves it. He could spend hours out here splashing in the water. And we have all sorts of cups and pails and things he plays with. But we've had play dates with playmates who are a lot younger who also love to just sit or stand in front of the table and splash in the water. So highly recommend a splash table. It's a lot of fun. The next item on the list is great if you don't have a swimming pool, but you want your little one to be able to splash around in the water. And this is a little kiddie pool, but this is actually a baby-sized kiddie pool. I don't know if you can fully see how small it is. This one was called My First Splash Pool. And I actually found this at Target for about $5, and it's great because it's a perfect small size to fit a little baby, and it only fills up a few inches with water. And then when you're not using it for a pool, you can use it for a lot of other things. We fill ours with balls and let him play in it like it's a little ball pit. Sometimes we just sit in it when it's empty, and he likes to climb in and out of it. So this is a great little pool, really inexpensive, and a perfect size because it's so very small. On those next lines, if you do have a swimming pool, this is a really great float we found that it's called My Baby Float. And Intext is the company that makes this. This is basically like a regular inner tube, but you can see the bottom has a little harness. So they sit inside it and their legs go in between here. And then they can float on their own in the water. There's a little pillow for them in the back. But you can feel like they're really safe and secure in the pool. I take my son to the pool in this all the time. He absolutely loves it. I can kind of push him away from me, and he can float off on his own, and he just laughs and laughs. I will say I think the age on this is around 12 months. If you have a baby that's a little smaller, we used it with him when he was about 9 months, and I just had to be really careful that he didn't, that his legs kind of didn't slide out from between these. The older they get, the more secure they can be in this. This is a really great float. And if you are going to invest in a pool or a float, do yourselves a favor and get one of these guys. This is just a pump. We've had this one for a few years now. It's just a little inflatable pump. You can buy them pretty inexpensively at places like Target or any sort of sporting goods store, and you step on it and pump it. It saves your lungs from having to blow up all of those balls and pools and inner tubes and all of those things. For swimmy diapers, I really like the Huggies Little Swimmers, which is kind of ironic because I'm pretty brand loyal to Pampers when it comes to his diapers, but for some reason we've just had a lot of luck with the Huggies. We like the characters. They're Finding Nemo and Winnie the Pooh are the characters on them. They look like little swim pants. I wish they had tear-away sides so you didn't have to slide them on and off. I'm always afraid my son is going to poop in one of the swimmy diapers and it's going to be a horrible mess to try to slide that diaper off of him while it's all wet. Hasn't happened yet, knock on wood, but So I wish they did have the tearaway sides, but I really like them. They're really absorbent. They don't hang really low when they get super wet. We've had a lot of luck with them. So these are the Huggies Little Swimmers. Moving on out of the pool, I found this really great towel. And I found this at Bye Bye Baby. And what's great about it, I don't know if you can see it here in the video, is it's actually a poncho. So the towel actually just slides over their head. It's got kind of two parts, the hole in the top, and then the top has a little hood. This one is a little dolphin, or a little shark. And the reason I really like it is sometimes coming out of the pool, trying to get him wrapped up in a big towel. They're too big, they're bulky, he doesn't want to sit still. This one, I can just toss it over his head, and he can still run around and play while he has his towel on. So I really love this. Again, I found this at Bye Bye Baby. Relatively inexpensive and super cute. They have versions for boys and for girls, and they come in different sizes. They come in baby sizes, and then they come in kind of bigger kid sizes as well. So really like that. When you're out and about in the sun, you want to always make sure you have a great sunscreen. And I've tried probably 3 or 4 brands of baby sunscreen before I found one that I think really works well, goes on really nice, has a nice smell to it, and is really gentle and doesn't have any sort of parabens or any of the things that people have concerns about in sunscreens for infants. And this is Badger brand baby sunscreen. This is an SPF 30 plus. You can see the bottle here. It is a bit expensive. It ranges anywhere, depending on where you get it, anywhere from around $12 to around $15 a bottle. So it's definitely an investment. I slather it all over my son every day that we're outside because he's has very sensitive skin, gets very red in the sun, and I think this summer we've gone through maybe 2 bottles of it. So it is a bit of an investment, but it's a really great product. It works really well, and if you're not out in the sun every day, you can probably make do with 1 tube per summer. The next thing I want to talk about is actually also a little pro mommy tip, which is this is Burt's Bees Baby Bee dusting powder. This is a talc-free powder. I've talked about this powder in the diapering video I did. I really like this product, but it's kind of a pro mommy tip that baby powder will stop sand from sticking to your skin. So if you're going to the beach with your little one, or you're playing in the sandbox and they're all covered in sand, a little bit of baby powder rubbed over their skin and the sand doesn't stick. It comes right off. So it's a great summer product to always keep in your bag for that reason, and it's also a little pro tip there. The next thing I want to talk about are these little popsicle molds, and I actually found these in the grocery store. There's only 3 of them on here right now. There's 4 that come with the set. One of them is actually in our freezer. I made some fresh watermelon juice from a giant watermelon that I bought, and I froze it in these popsicle molds, and they've been great for juice pops. I really like these because they're made specifically for babies, and you'll see the shape. They're super easy for them to hold on to. They've got like a little rubber grip. And then the popsicles that it makes are pretty small. I mean, you can see from the lid here, that's about the size of the finished popsicle. I use them to make juice pops. I use organic juice to make juice pops. Like I said, I just made some watermelon juice in them. It's a great size popsicle to keep in the freezer, and then when you come in from a really hot day, then you can hand them to your little one and let them just slob away on it and suck on it. And these are really great. I really like these. The next thing I want to talk about is this little water shooter. And this was something that we found in the dollar bin at Target. I find all my great summer products at Target, apparently. But I've seen these at plenty of other stores. I've seen them some places a lot more expensive, actually, than the one at Target. It's kind of like a water gun, but you just pull the trigger, and it sucks in the water, and then you shoot it out. We've had so much fun with this at the swimming pool. We take it into the bathtub. My son just has a ball with it. He thinks it's kind of hilarious, and he loves to press down on it and make the water shoot out. One thing I will warn you is these are made with kind of like a foam, pretty much the same consistency as like a pool noodle, and he has a tendency to try to bite it. There's a little chunk missing and chew on it. So if you've got a baby who's a chewer, you might want to be careful with something like this. But it was a really fun thing that we found for $1. And the last thing I want to talk about for fun in the sun are bubbles. And these are actually all year round fun, but particularly in the summer you can go outside and not have to worry about soap bubbles all over the house. These bubbles, I've seen these in a few places. Target does carry them. I think I've seen them at Walmart and a couple other places. These are called Super Miracle Bubbles. And I like these better than any other brand of bubbles. One, because they're scented, they smell like fruit. And two, they're very, very gentle soap. I've had some that like land on my mouth and tasted them, and they don't taste like soap or anything like that. And they blow really great big bubbles. You know, sometimes you buy a tub of bubbles and they're kind of whomp whomp, and the bubbles don't really come out. These come out like big streams of big, beautiful bubbles, and we really like them. It comes in a 6-pack of these bottles. We gave some away at his first birthday party, and I still have a couple, and they're pretty fantastic. Like I said, we use them all year round, but they're especially fun when you go to the park or go outside in the summertime and can blow bubbles, and little babies love to chase bubbles and pop bubbles. It's something super fun to see them do. So there you go. Those are my 10 favorite fun in the sun summertime products for baby. I hope you guys are out there in the sun having some fun. I hope you get a little more sunshine left in the rest of the year like we're getting down here in Austin, Texas. And if not, then you can use all these tips for next summer. And have a good one. Thanks for watching.